Hello, my name is Spiwe Jefferson, co-chair of the Communications Committee and past president of the Minnesota Association of Black Lawyers. As we approach the conclusion of the Derek Chauvin trial, MABL continues to keep you updated. Both the prosecution and defense have now rested. The prosecution presented 38 witnesses, including the 911 dispatcher who called the police on the police because she was so disturbed by what she was witnessing on the Minneapolis city surveillance cameras. 13 fact witnesses testified to various aspects of the incident, as well as George Floyd's brother. 2 paramedics recounted their efforts to resuscitate Mr. Floyd. Other witnesses included 11 witnesses in law enforcement, including Minneapolis Police Chief Medalla Arredondo, who called Chauvin's conduct an act of murder a month after the incident and fired the officers involved in killing Mr. Floyd. The police witnesses roundly condemned Chauvin's use of force as excessive and unnecessary under the circumstances. The prosecution presented 11 experts, including the former and current Hennepin County medical examiners, who opined that the primary cause of Mr. Floyd's death was asphyxia and homicide resulting from the police officer's actions. Pulmonology expert Dr. Martin Tobin walked the jury through how the lungs work and all the ways George Floyd fought for breath minute by minute, while Derek Chauvin did not let up and did not get up until he had killed Mr. Floyd. The defense presented 7 witnesses, including a use of force expert who testified that Chauvin's force was reasonable, and a former chief medical examiner for the state of Maryland who attempted to refute the prosecution's experts, claiming that George Floyd died of cardiac arrest combined with illicit drugs in his body and perhaps even from carbon monoxide poisoning from the hybrid squad vehicle that he admitted no one confirmed was actually running at the time. Chauvin himself did not testify, as is his constitutional right. The choice of whether or not to testify is typically made by a defendant in consultation with his attorneys. In this case, it's likely that there were just too many questions Chauvin could not satisfactorily answer, so better to remain silent. Special Prosecutor Jerry Blackwell is one of MABL's founders and 2-time past president. He is founder and chairman of the high-stakes commercial litigation firm Blackwell Burke, for which I was proud to work for almost a decade. He was one of 4 outstanding special prosecutors who volunteered, did you hear me? Volunteered their time, along with jury consulting firm Litigation Insights, which worked pro bono, also volunteering, to bring you the great trial graphics that shed so much light on what happened that fateful day. Jerry did an impressive job of framing the prosecution's case against Derek Chauvin in his opening statement, and the prosecution team followed up by delivering on all they promised to prove, ending with a strong finish as Jerry demolished key claims made by the defense experts. Now, we look ahead to closing arguments, after which Judge Peter Cahill will instruct the jury, which will then deliberate as to whether or not Derek Chauvin is guilty of second-degree felony murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. Visit the Floyd Initiatives section of the MABL website at mabl.org for this entire video series and other related information. Thank you for tuning in, and check back with us for more coverage of the Chauvin trial.